Let's learn some more chords. Here's a refresher on the chords that come with the C major scale. Here's the scale, and here's the chords. C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and B diminished. That might be a new word. I say diminished to signify that I'm dropping the fifth of the triad one half step. So here's the fifth. So that's the chord, and here's the fifth, dropping one half step. And if I wanted to raise it a half step like this, I'd call it an augmented chord. But at this point, if you do that, it's also an inverted G major chord, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, those are the chords that come with the traditional major scale. And here's the chords that come with the C minor scale. Here's the scale, and here's the chords. C minor, D minor. Is that right? Ooh, that's what it is. Excuse me. D minor diminished. Then E flat major, F minor, G minor, A flat major, and B flat major. And then, or, it's minor. So there you go. The secret of music is that even when you're in the key of C major, you can use chords from the minor scale. So we call this using borrowed chords. So here's an example progression. C major, E flat major, F major, and A flat major. Ooh, sounds interesting, huh? I'm a big fan of these kinds of chord progressions. The truth is, you can use chords from any key in any key. So let's get even more funky. Here's a new progression. C major, F sharp major, E flat major, and A flat major, F minor, B flat, and back to C major. So now the C major chord has kind of been recontextualized, and this kind of progression might work really well to as a lead-in right before a key change, to lead into F major, for instance. I mean, you can kind of hear it, right? So you can always use any chord, but there is a method to the madness. For that progression that I just showed you, a lot of the chord changes moved in intervals of fourths or variations of it. That's a great way to figure out a progression naturally. It's easy to get chords to lead into each other when they're a fourth apart, but you can still be creative with that. You don't have to just go from 1 to 4. Here's a C major to F major. Pretty basic. However, one of my favorite chord progressions, is going from the major 1 to the minor 4, C major to F minor. Ooh, that's nice. You can even reverse it. Let's do a minor 1 to a major 4, C minor to F major. That's also interesting. So now I'm trying to be careful how I teach this, right? Because music should be freeing. I don't want to give you rules, but for the beginner, I don't want to encourage randomness. The fact is, when making a chord progression, there are no rules. You can do it however you want, but you should feel it. The music you compose should be honest, and it should come from the soul. You shouldn't string random chords together just because. You should make the music that you feel. And that music can be strange, it can be surprising, as long as it's honest. That's what I want to encourage. So go out and make something funky. Use major chords, minor chords. You don't have to use traditional triads. Use diminished chords, augmented chords, sus chords. You don't even have to know the name of what you're playing. It doesn't even matter what you play, as long as it's what you feel. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.